hopefully getting Rose and Neville like they did in the last couple games a little bit more higher, but also keeping that 3 in the back for the 2 forwards. Really have to keep aware of Cicerone and Myers. Keep them in front. Don't let them get in behind and get those chances that they need in the box.
So that's going to be a major positive for Sporting JAX moving forward. Tampa Bay, with all of their new additions, have started without a hitch here in the USL Championship season. Played ahead for Cicerone. Moves it to his right foot. Leaves it off for Cruz. Chipped and headed away by Rossiter. And out by Roberts. Good bit of defending by Sporting JAX there. Schaefer. Now Cruz, been very active on the left wing. Schneider.
You can tell Cruz really likes to be on the ball. He's comfortable on the ball. He cuts in on that right foot and finds those passes that into the space and in the midfield, and then moves off it.
Schneider. Robert tried to get to it, but couldn't keep it. Cicerone. Long string of possession here for Tampa Bay. Little 1-2. Hit along the ground. Not a lot on it, though, on the shot by Pedro Dolabella.
Yeah, and Tampa's doing really well getting numbers around the ball. It's very tough for Jacksonville to press somebody because there's always somebody open, and their 1-2 touch passes crisp, little flicks here and there, and they're finding space.
Again, Sporting JAX, a draw and 3 losses to start their inaugural USL Championship season. And another one to the bruise list for Jääskeläinen, by the way. Tampa started 3 matches, 3 wins. 9 points from 3 for one of the foundational clubs in the USL Championship. They were founded back in 2008. They've been in the USL since 2017 and have routinely put up outstanding seasons. Although last year fell off, finished 10th in the East. An unusual season for Tampa Bay Rowdies. This season, they look like they're back to form. Ball in the box. Sadlier on a tough angle, saved by Pack. Take another look here. Sadlier on a tight angle. Akoff continuing to operate in the wide space. Rose chasing him. And it will be a throw for Tampa from right next to what is now the leaning corner flag.
Yeah, it's been a fun battle between Akoff and Rose. 2 speedsters on that side. It's a good battle.
Akoff has the edge in terms of beef, I think. But you're right, both of those players can really run.
Yeah, when I was playing with Akoff, you know those mannequins that just look every single muscle with no shirt on in the stores? That's what he looks like.
Have a hard time relating.
I think we all do.
Dos Santos. Schaefer played into the box, headed away by Edwards. Now Cruz trying to get it on his right foot. Cuts it back in off the post. And that close to a first goal of the match.
And I said earlier, Cruz is very comfortable in that left back position and cutting into his right foot. Unfortunately for him, you're Sporting JAX right now. You can't let him go in 1-0 up a half.
Long throw. As it is 3 minutes of stoppage time. Hilton. Through ball. Everybody coming forward for Tampa now. Headed away in the box. And that's how the first half ends. No goals, but plenty of action. Matchup for the women against another USL Championship team that also has a Gamebridge Super League side, Brooklyn FC. We've got Brooklyn, Lexington, and Sporting JAX all playing in both leagues with just one name for all of those clubs. So here we are underway in the second half. Sporting JAX looking for a goal. They scored 2 after a slow start in Pittsburgh. Fell 3-2 last time out. Tampa on the run here. And there is an early foul and the early card as Schneider was tripped up by Brem Suomayora. And now, just like that,
and as I said,
going to his pocket. So Suomayora plays that holding midfield position for Sporting JAX, is booked. And now Tyshawn Rose and a couple of the Sporting JAX players wondering if Micheletto would get the yellow. He does not. Not nearly as much of it. Just went ahead, tried to get it to Jääskeläinen. Traore crosses one. Cicerone with Cruz out in front. Cicerone playing it to Dolabella. Cicerone tried to sneak it in behind. Rose was there. Hilton comes back for it for Tampa Bay. Now from distance, this one hit the crossbar.
Want to be aware of it, because that could be something that Tampa's looking at. It's a great strike. I don't know if Oliveras did get a touch on that, but
Leto hit it a bunch. If Akoff out wide, Traore got a foot to it for Jacksonville, and Rose will carry it out for the home team. Thomas Roberts dispossessed by Schaefer. This ball comes trickling back to Gomez. Now Harvey Neville.
kind of like the first half for Tampa. Good possession, good 1-2 touch in the midfield, but nothing comes off the cross.
Sadlier over on the right side for a moment there. Now Neville to the byline. Sadlier, one touch, bicycle kick. Jääskeläinen doesn't go. Akoff can't clear it out. This one up high. Jääskeläinen goes for it and runs into the keeper, and that'll be a whistle. Jääskeläinen, eyes as big as saucers as you saw that ball in the air. Tampa continues to possess. Cut off there by Tyshawn Rose. Now Tampa with a counter opportunity. Akoff on the run, cutting it back along the ground. Edwards got his foot to it for Sporting JAX. Cicerone chasing. Hilton. Akoff again against Tyshawn Rose. Ball in the air. Handled by Oliveras with his toes right on the goal line. Here's Jääskeläinen working against Schaefer. Earns the foul. Jääskeläinen wanted to go quickly, but Akoff stood in front. Chance a moment ago for Tampa Bay.
And that's a better cross by Akoff there. Getting it over the first defender creates a different chance for the forwards. For
Tampa Bay, Mateus Oliveira and Luis Perez will come in at their next opportunity. This one all the way through. Rose, nice first touch to take it down. Now Roberts will look to run. All the way back down.
Jääskeläinen and Rose on two different pages there. Jääskeläinen coming short, looking for the ball at his feet. Rose thinking he's going in behind.
There it is. Chance for Tampa Bay. Roberts steps in front of this one. He tried to get it to Jääskeläinen, but it was cut off by Tampa Bay. Now Hilton brings it forward for the Rowdies. Cruz. Lifts one into the box, and another great opportunity for Tampa Bay that went over the top. Take another look here.
So again, Cruz cutting in on that right foot. Great run by Dababella. Thought he should probably do a little better, but Oliveras comes out, does his job, makes the ball go over the net.
Dababella comes off as Mateus Oliveira comes on for Tampa Bay. And Micheletto off for Luis Perez, so you've got two wide players in the midfield. Fresh legs for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it looks like Tampa's going for it with 3 offensive changes. They won 3 points here.
No changes from Sporting JAX so far, other than Thomas Roberts going in after the injury to Header. Ball ahead for Jääskeläinen.
You want to at least get a point out of it.
Good ball through here. Cut back. Cicerone dispossessed. Still in the box. Traore able to poke it away for Sporting JAX, but kept in now by Tampa. Dida.
And as I was saying, very important 10 minutes for Sporting JAX to keep it 0-0, to get a point, get something out of this game.
Armstrong on the run, played it out wide for Harvey Neville. Into the box, Jääskeläinen cut off, and Pack covers it. There was perhaps the moment for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, it's a great ball by Neville. It'll be very interesting to see the replay. Can Jääskeläinen get on it? Looked like he left his feet a little too early.
Now Tampa. Ball into the box, put out wide.
Rossiter could barely run out there trying to defend with everything he has. Got ahead on that.
And this one sent away. Minute and a half or thereabouts remaining. Sporting JAX looks like they're going to make a substitution here. Rossiter just playing on one leg right now. Juan Kuzain has gone to the scorer's table. Akoff out wide. Tries to make the inside move on Rose, who stays right with him. Lifted in, headed once, chested out. Out of the near side. Perez.
Rossiter's doing unbelievable with one leg. 2 headers out of the box.
Well, he's given everything he can when he can. This one right out in front, and there's the goal for Tampa Bay. After all that, 5 minutes into stoppage time, the Rowdies on the doorstep of remaining perfect on the USL Championship season.
And you could just see it in Sporting JAX. What a goal by Tampa, but you can see 95th minute. What a goal by Tampa. And it's the patience.
Goal kick coming for Tampa Bay on what might be the last touch. They won't even get there. That's the final whistle.